So today we're discussing Mancera's Tonka Cola and Roja's Enigma, which is also known as Creation E in some international markets. So these get compared. They do have some similarities in that they're both kind of like sparkly soda type of scents. So with the Tonka Cola, obviously that's intentional as it's going for a Coca-Cola type of a vibe. You actually have a note of Coca-Cola listed here on Fragrantica. So in the top here you have cinnamon, cherry, Sicilian lemon and nutmeg. In the mid you have Coca-Cola, patchouli leaf, orange blossom. And in the base you get tonka bean, of course. You get vanilla, benzoin and labdanum. So with the Tonka Cola you get kind of a heavy hit of that Coca-Cola scent. Very realistic. I never thought a Coca-Cola fragrance would really be a thing, but it definitely works here. It's not just a gimmicky thing either. It really does perform, it works really well. It's not just like a kind of an out there fragrance. It's kind of a nice, warm, spicy, soda-y scent. But the Coca-Cola is done really well. It definitely smells very realistic. With the Enigma, you have an opening of bergamot. In the mid, you have lots of florals. You have heliotrope, jasmine, neroli, geranium, and rose. In the base, you get the interesting note of cognac. You also have vanilla, benzoin, tobacco, ginger. You have ambergris, cardamom, sandalwood, pepper, and patchouli. So a real mix of things. I found with any Roja fragrance, they have an absolute ton of notes listed. So whether they like a complex note breakdown and lots of variety in their fragrances, maybe. But for these two, I think they're both excellent. They both have that kind of fizzy, soda-y smell. I once heard Enigma compared to like a boozy Dr. Pepper, and I agree with that. You do get that kind of vibe from it. Whereas the Tonka Cola is more of an out-and-out Coca-Cola scent that dries down into kind of a spicy Tonka and vanilla mix with that Coca-Cola airiness sort of lingering around too. These are primarily cold weather scents. They're quite heavy kind of spicy soda-y scents. I wouldn't wear either of these in the heat. But so which would I prefer? I mean, if I was picking a winner here, I would slightly edge towards Tonka Cola. For me, the main reason for that is because I like the very realistic capturing of the Coca-Cola like scent. Like if you're sitting in a Subway restaurant or something and you sniff the cola in front of you, like this smells exactly like that. They've somehow captured it very, very well. And like I say, it's not too gimmicky. There's more going on here. You have the depth with the Tonka and the vanilla, and it's a nice kind of spicy, warm scent. I do like Enigma. I think it's good. It might even be the slightly better performer of the two. They're both excellent performers. I find Enigma, maybe you get a bit more projection, but it's close. They're both great. I can't complain about performance with either. With Enigma, you get kind of an airiness. You do get that boozy scent. You do get the cognac mixed in with the vanilla, the benzoin, the tobacco, and of course all those florals. It is a very interesting mix of things, and it's worth trying for sure. I think in terms of quality between these two, I imagine the Enigma has more naturals in. The Tonka Cola does smell a bit synthetic, but it smells decent quality, like not harsh or chemical or anything like that. So quality-wise, both great. I'm trying to take price out of it when I compare them, because obviously that's different for everyone, and it's up to you what you consider worth buying and what you don't. But if I take them as standalone fragrances, I would just about edge towards Tonka Cola as the one I enjoy more. And obviously then if we do factor price in, it's a lot cheaper than Enigma too. So I think all in all I would slightly edge towards Tonka Cola myself, but I do rate Enigma highly, and I really like both of these. And if you own either, you own a great fragrance. So yeah, these are both great, both worth checking out, especially with the colder weather coming up. What do you think, guys? Do you have either of these? Are you thinking of getting either of these? Do you have a clear winner? I'm interested to hear any thoughts. As always, thank you for tuning in. Catch you next time.